I never thought one decision could change the course of my entire life. But here I was, staring at a moment that would define everything. It wasn't a dramatic movie scene. There were no flashing lights or crowds watching. Just me, standing alone, faced with a choice that felt monumental. I had always been the type to play it safe, to stay within the confines of my comfort zone. I followed the familiar path, the one that felt secure and predictable. Yet deep down, I felt a restlessness, a nagging sense that something needed to change. Life, in its unpredictable way, decided to throw me a challenge I couldn't ignore. That day, I found myself at a literal crossroads, the sun dipping low in the sky, casting long shadows. To my left was the easy way out, continuing with my mundane routine, the life I knew, the comfort of familiarity. To my right lay uncertainty, struggle, and the unknown. But it also promised growth, adventure, and the possibility of becoming someone I had yet to discover. Most people would have walked away from such a moment, retreating into the safety of the known. And honestly, a part of me wanted to do just that. The fear of failure loomed large, whispering doubts into my ear. But something inside me stirred, a voice that cut through the noise, urging me on. "This is it," it said. "This is the moment that separates the old you from who you could become." With that thought anchoring me, I took a deep breath, summoning every ounce of courage I had, and I stepped forward. The ground felt unsteady beneath my feet, but I pressed on, driven by a sense of purpose I had never felt before. In the days that followed, I quickly learned that the path I had chosen was not easy. There were times when I stumbled, when self-doubt crept in like a shadow, threatening to pull me back into the safety of my old life. But with every challenge I faced, I found strength I didn't know I possessed. Every setback became a lesson, a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. I remember the first time I faced a significant obstacle after making my choice. It was a project that seemed insurmountable, and I felt overwhelmed by the weight of expectations, both my own and those of others. I could have easily retreated to my previous way of life, but I chose to confront the challenge head-on. I spent countless nights researching, learning, and pushing myself beyond my limits. Slowly, I began to see progress, and with that progress came a sense of empowerment. That one choice set off a chain reaction in my life, leading me to opportunities I had never imagined. I met people who changed my perspective, mentors who guided me, and friends who supported me through thick and thin. Each new connection enriched my journey, teaching me the value of collaboration and the power of community. I learned that vulnerability could be a strength, not a weakness, and that asking for help was not a sign of failure but a step toward growth. As I navigated this new terrain, I discovered a mindset that transformed fear into fuel. I started to embrace discomfort, understanding that it was often a precursor to growth. I learned to reframe my thinking, viewing challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. Each time I faced a fear, I chipped away at the walls that had confined me for so long, expanding my horizons in ways I never thought possible. Now, as I reflect on that pivotal moment, I realize how crucial it was not just for me, but for anyone standing at their own crossroads. You might be facing a decision that seems small on the surface, but could shift everything in your life. It's easy to get caught in the paralysis of analysis, to let fear hold you back from taking that leap. Most people wait, hesitating until the moment passes them by. But not you. Not this time. The future version of you, the one who's stronger, wiser, and living a life without regrets, awaits on the other side of that decision. Imagine what your life could look like if you chose to step into the unknown, to embrace the challenges that come your way. Picture yourself thriving, not just surviving, as you navigate the twists and turns of life with confidence and resilience. So the question is, will you take that step? Will you allow yourself to be vulnerable, to embrace uncertainty, and to trust in your ability to rise to the occasion? The path may not be easy, but the rewards can be life-changing. As I stand here, reflecting on the journey that began with that one decision, I am filled with gratitude. I am grateful for the struggles that shaped me, the lessons that guided me, and the people who walked alongside me. Each experience has contributed to the person I am today, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. If this resonates with you, if you feel that tug at your heart, I encourage you to act. Drop a mindset antidote in the comments if you're ready to embrace change. And if you're prepared to break out of your comfort zone, make sure you subscribe. Here, we don't just dream about change, we make it happen. The journey begins with you, and the possibilities are limitless.